Kim's on her way to Tudhoe, where George and Isabella lived for 20 years and raised their family.
Oh, this is tiny. Picture him coming home to see his daughter and 2 sons. I wonder if he walked them to school. Again, it's that feeling of, oh yes, possibly, and then, oh, my mum didn't have that. That's the rub.
There are no Boers left in the village, but Kim's hoping to find information on Isabella's family, the Olivers, who were local to the area.
Oliver. I think you've gone past the O's. There was a Margaret, there was a William.
So there's first one, Catherine Close. Might that be it?
That might be it. Do you have a phone I could use?
Of course I do.
Hello?
Hello. I wonder if you could help me. I'm a relative of George Baugh, B-A-U-G-H, and I'm looking for the Oliver family, either a William or a Margaret Oliver.
Well, I'm Maisie Oliver. I married William Oliver.
I see. Do you remember George Baugh?
I do, yes, very well.
I wonder if I could come by and see you.
You can, yes, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to seeing you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was really exciting. That was really a buzz. Again, she sounded really lovely, and she knew my granddad. So, William was her husband. I guess he's passed, so this is really, really exciting. I'm quite, I got really, actually a little bit emotional as well, because it's been a long trail, and this is sort of a little pot of gold, so I'm going to mine. So thrilled. Can't wait to get back into that car with the stick shift and try and find my way.
Kim's getting closer to discovering the truth about George Baugh. She's on her way to meet his sister-in-law, Maisie Oliver, who was married to Isabella's brother, William.
I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to alarm her, and I also don't want to be a pain in the butt. Doesn't kill us, I will. I'm really hoping for a picture. I'm hoping to find something in his face which is about regret or remorse, because I would like to think that leaving those 3 girls behind, that there was a consequence to that.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Sheila. I'm
Oh,
Maisie's
hi,
daughter.
Sheila. I'm trying to find out about my grandfather, George Baugh.
Oh, yes, come in, meet me, Mum.
Oh, great. Thank you. Hello. How are you?
Not so bad, thank you.
Oh, so lovely to meet you. Like I said on the phone, I'm trying to find George Baugh, my grandfather,
Yes.
who disappeared from Liverpool in 1938.
Yes.
And he got married to Isabella.
We called her Bella. You
Bella.
know. Yes.
He married Bella.
Yes.
That's beautiful. He married Bella in 1939.
Yes. He was 31 and she was 21 when they got married. And we lived next door to each other. And we were really friendly, you know. They were a nice couple, really, you know.
Do you remember where he met Bella?
In Manchester.
He didn't meet Bella here.
No.
So he met her in
In
Manchester
Manchester.
in 38,
Yes.
which is when he disappeared from my mother's life.
Yes.
Then they came to Tudhoe, and they got married.
Yes. And they had 4 children.
Oh, they had 4.
Four.
I only found 3 in the
No.
register.
But Irene was born somewhere else, wasn't she? That's
Yes.
why she wasn't on the register.
Yes.
And where is that?
Manchester way.
There was a child in Manchester, and then 3 more children.
Yes. Yes. It was that first photo.
The wedding photograph.
That was Bella's wedding, and that's my husband there. And that was Bella. But no George. He's not on that photo.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
We don't know why he's not on it.
Don't know how that happened.
He didn't want his picture taken. You know, I've never seen a picture of him because he would always snip off
Yeah.
or destroy the picture. And this is the only photograph of Bella's wedding that you have.
Yes, but I've got some more.
She has some of Uncle George. You'd like to see them.
I'd like to see them.
Oh.
That was in the Navy, and that's George.
This is the first picture I've ever seen of my grandfather.
Is it?
Yes.
That's Irene, and that's Isabel.
So he was in the Navy,
Yes.
but he wasn't a hero.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So this...
That's Bella
this
and
is
George
Bella
with
and
Irene.
George with Irene.
That must have been in where they lived, actually. It must
And
have
this would be in Manchester?
Yeah.
That's really fascinating, and to have a picture of him after all these years is just really interesting. And this is with his family on the beach.
Beach, yes.
So he's just having a great time on the beach
Oh,
with his
yes,
wife. And
yes.
so he really enjoyed life.
Oh, he did, yes.
He lived well. This doesn't look like a man who really spends any time thinking about the past. He's just living right in that moment
Yes.
and is not looking back. Has no
Yeah.
regrets, has no
No.
sorrow. It's hard to believe that this is my grandfather.
Yes.
There it is.
I knew that he had a family, but I was expecting something less sort of bon vivant about him.
Yes.
I think it makes me less sympathetic to what he left behind. And I'm so sad that he couldn't have had a thought for the 3 girls.
Yes.
It's very sad.
Shame that.
Yes, it is a shame.
It really takes your breath away, doesn't it?
Does really. We couldn't get over it, could we?
Speechless.
And there's Irene and Bella.
Yes.
Do you think that she had any idea that he had been married before and he had other daughters?
She had no idea.
No.
No. He would never tell anything about his life before.
So he was a very secretive man.
He was, yes, yes.
And he didn't want Bella to know anything
No.
about Liverpool.
No, he didn't. No.
How do you think Bella would reacted if she knew that
Oh, I don't know.
she would have been devastated?
She would, definitely, yes.
She would have left him, do you think?
Yeah, she might easily have done, yes.
I think I'm shocked that he could do this.
Yes.
And that's the thing. We're just shocked about it.
Yeah. Couldn't understand why we'd leave children. I cannot understand that way
Didn't
at
seem
all.
that type of man to do
What he
do
did.
this.
No, no. Because he thought plenty about his other children, you know. No.
So was he a good father to
Yes,
his
he was.
children?
A bit strict
Yes.
with them, but...
Very strict.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But, yes, they all
And Christmas
enjoyed.
was a big occasion, and birthdays,
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
very generous with his kids.
He was, yes, yes. They all had the clothes and everything that they needed, and he did. He looked after them well, I would say that.
He provided for them.
Yes, he did. He always took them on holidays. They always were going away somewhere, you know. That's
This
when
is-
we were going to Blackpool.
Oh, this was in
already.
Blackpool.
Yes.
It's a very mixed feeling
It
for me
is.
after all
I
these
bet.
years. 72 years for my mom.
Yeah.
Less for me, but I have only heard very negative things about my
About him.
grandfather.
Yes.
Was he very loving to you as well? Gifts on
Yeah,
your
he was.
birthdays and-
Yes. And he used to be funny, you know. He would joke with you, have a bit laugh with you, and that. And he was just a nice uncle. That's all I can say about him. You know, he was.
And looks like a voyage.
Yes, that must be.
Immigrating, it says.
Yes.
George,
1,
Irene,
21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
So they immigrated. Looks like a liner that they're on. Do you know where they
They were on
immigrated
about
to?
6 weeks
Yes.
to go over to Australia. It was a £10 package, and he just came in and said, "We're going to Australia."
There was no warning. He
No.
just said
No.
he got a deal, and he
Yes,
said, "I'm
and
out
we're
of here."
going. Just out of the blue, and none of us knew anything.
So after 20 years of living
He just decided to go.
Just
in one place, he decided one day, "We're going," just like that. And
yeah.
they
and Bella
left.
didn't want to go at the bottom of it, I don't think.
No, she didn't, but she did what he said.
She went, yes. His word was law.
That to me is the thing that I keep getting blown away by, is the fact that he is so incredibly brazen
About it, yes.
and selfish.
Yeah.
And even in this relationship with Bella, which seemed like a very good union, one day, let's go to
Just
Australia.
Came and said he was going, yes.
And Bella was heartbroken that she was having to leave all of
To
her
the
friends.
family and her mum and dad, because she never saw them again, ever.
We all
She
went
knew that,
on to
yeah.
the station, and Billy's mum said, "Well, I might as well bury her because I'll never see her again."
No, she
And we didn't.
No, none of them.
So he altered a lot of people's lives
They did,
When
yes,
he did
definitely.
that, yes.
by his actions.
Yes, they did.
Thank you so much. I so
It's
appreciate
been a
it.
privilege meeting
Oh,
you.
how
That's-
sweet, Maisie. Thank you, Sheila. No, I wish you were blood. All the women I keep meeting are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
just so amazing. A lot of the men seem to be gone
Yes.
and slightly disappointing,
Yes.
actually.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I'd love a cup of tea.
Right.
George Bohr emigrated to Australia with his family in April 1961 and within a year applied for naturalisation. The family never returned to the UK. George ran a post office and shop before retiring in 1972. He died in Sydney in 1974, his wife Isabella in 1990. Their children remain in Australia.
I feel that my search has ended. I feel that, I found out what happened to my grandfather. It seems like he was selfish to the very end. Unfortunately, he was the man that I thought he was. I don't think I need to see a grave or the children that were cherished. I think that that's really a difficult thing for me to experience. I don't think there's much that the children will tell me that I don't already know. And it seems a very, very long way to go to hear another story about a man who was as selfish as George Bohr was.